Okay. All right, now, so since this one is so bad, we must use.
Now listen, y'all didn't get to see this earlier.
I'm extending the video. We have to use our special chain clean tool. If you take care of your bicycle like normal, you don't have to use this tool every time. It's only for when it gets really, really nasty. Now, I'll use it sometimes. Like, see? And then you pour in this right here. All right. This is Park Chain Tool Cleaner. Okay. So, now you hold this and you rotate backwards. And you rotate and you rotate. And you see all that nasty dirt coming off of this thing. Now, again, you dispose of it in an environmentally friendly way. You roll over here and throw it out in the yard. Yes, that's on the video too. Yeah, and my wife's even here to see that. Now, that's so bad that this is going to require two. This requires 2 different cleanings with this. And it may even require more, but we're going to try 2, and we may have to go with a 3-er. Because, again, this bicycle has been abused. All right, so actually that's not too bad right there. But I do want to do one thing before we go much further. And I really should have done this at the very beginning, but I'm going to do it now. I am going to rinse my hands. Actually, take a little bit of water after you've done that. And go over the chain so that you've got, just get some of that dirt off. But really what I should have done at the very beginning, which I'm going to do now, is decide whether or not this chain's even worth keeping. Yeah. More than likely, I would say this chain is probably, that chain is ready to be replaced.
Okay, how do you know that?
Because this is my special little chain checker tool.
What should it be at for you to keep it?
If it was in the set, when it goes above 8, I like to change them. Now that's one chain. That's one chain checker tool. I've got another chain checker tool. I've got another chain checker tool. That. Now see, this is one of the reasons I don't like this chain checker tool. This one says it's fine. Okay. It says, oh, you're hunky-dory, everything's good. All right. But then you look at this one, and this one's saying that, and you're not totally, it's not totally worn out. I mean, you can still use it a little bit. But one thing you need to realize is, one of the cheapest things on a bicycle, it's not the cheapest, but it's this chain is about $30 on Amazon or eBay or getting, Amazon. These are about $90. Replace these, and you won't have to replace these as often. Okay, so now I would say we could replace that chain. We'll probably leave it for this weekend because I don't want to put a new chain on it and run the risk of you breaking a chain and blaming me for it. But after this weekend, we will put a new chain on it because it needs one. Now, yeah, it won't break. Shouldn't. All right, now this is heinous. I mean, honest to goodness. I mean, there are ballads written about this where, and you just have to try.
We've realized that this is part of a training plan.
Right. This is Green Fizz foaming bike wash. There it is. See if anybody wants to see it.
Now,
and I just
it's like grease lighting and just any good degreaser.
You have to be real careful because, especially on carbon bikes or anything carbon, because you can eat the carbon away in a hurry.
Oh, okay.
So you do not want to. Yeah. Now see, look, there's actually. This is so bad that I'm gonna use I rarely, if ever, use these teeth on it unless I'm doing cyclocross. So I'm running the teeth through here so I can actually get the grease down out of the cogs because it's stuck in the cogs. And see.
And that's from probably using the wrong kind.
That's using wrong kind of grease and just not cleaning it.
It's not a dry grease.
Right. And see how this thing's made to stick down in here.
Well, there's nowhere in Alcohol to actually take your bike and get it serviced.
Yeah, it must. No, make it down. Go down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right here.
Yeah, Mickey D. And y'all can cook.
Yeah.
I can make one.
We'll work for food.
We can trade bike cleaning for food. So you just keep cleaning.
You roll some.
Yeah, roll a little bit. Just keep spraying and cleaning and spraying and cleaning.
It's just a regular little brush.
It's a real stout little brush, but it's basically just a regular brush. Now, I'm gonna take and spray a little bit because look at that. Look,
Wow.
there's almost a bicycle underneath there, and it's still, yeah, I know she does, but
Did you not take yours off?
we can
Hey, yeah, what are they for?
just to protect throwing it into the spokes. But
Okay.
if your bike's set up correctly, you shouldn't have that. All right, let me have it. You shouldn't have problems with it. Holy moly!
He just found a possum.
Yeah.
I wonder where that thing got to.
I found him. Another thing regular bike maintenance will do is make these jockey wheels last longer, and that's good. Okay. And again, you just keep cleaning.
I still never did take my bike back to have after I bought
I
it.
know.
He said, bring it back if you ride it,
You can mow the grass. You mow the grass.
Hey, Kelly, clean that bike for work.
There we go. Now this thing has got a very dirty front chain ring too, so I'm just trying to clean the front chain ring here.
Okay, that's probably where the chain got up again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm cleaning this as much as possible here, and then down in here, if I can get in here.
Tell me when.
Oh, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
And I got to get my other tool, which is a little, and get down in here. And this thing is so bad.
It's my house so bad.
Your bike was a fine example.
Oh yeah, you can't get a much better teaching tool than this one,
Teaching tool. There you go.
because this thing is a nasty. Now, you also, especially when the chain rings are this dirty, you can come to this side, and you can clean them in here like so. Well, and I'm gonna go to the beach chain ring.
It's like something you'd clean a gun with, that little brush.
It's very similar. Now I can get the center chain ring, which is the one that's probably the dirtiest because it's the one you use this the most. Now, if you're cleaning a carbon bike, just be real careful with something like this, because you can scratch the bike with that pretty easy. So let's take that and just keep cleaning.
I always try to line them up. Like when I'm using the big sprocket here, I try, use the little sprocket right here. So that it's not, to keep the chain as straight as we can.
Uh-huh.
So I don't ever use it.
All right, now,
anywhere near.
I want to take the rear wheel off, so what should I do? Open up my quick release, and what else should I do?
All the way down.
Go down to your smallest gear. Okay, so there's the smallest gear. So now, what's going to happen when I open this up?
Fall right out.
Fall right out. Okay, there comes the wheel right out. Now, this is still nasty beyond belief.
But then why don't you take it off and do all of it off? I'm just curious.
You can do that, but I find it's easier to clean the chain with it on. I have a little thing I can actually put in there and do the chain, but I like doing what I just did better. Yeah, old underwear has its uses. Throw it down to the bottom of the basement.
It's gotta be men's underwear though.
Yeah, it's not women's underwear is not quite as good.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
Thong would work pretty good.
Yeah, good point. That's a good point.
You have to go to somebody else's house to get there.
Here's the question I was going to ask now. Are you going to put grease inside there on them bearings? Or
No, I won't.
did you ever?
That's a full wheel overhaul, and we're not going there tonight.
Okay.
You can, but this is just trying to save this bike's life. This is an intervention to just keep this bike from.
Not picking on you.
Look how dirty it is in between. See how I'm using this, and see how dirty it was inside of there. Okay, and then see.
Okay, I wouldn't drown. You can walk now.
See?
You can run.
Clean it.
I probably will be running for a while.
Trying to get my glass on here so we can actually see it.
It's all good.
Alright, I'm gonna put it up here so I can see it.
Talking about the Baden Lake.
Yeah, yeah, you keep dreaming.
No, I'm smart enough and I'm.
Yeah, hold that for me.
Sam, we took keep rubbing until it comes
Yeah,
out.
till it's clean. Yeah, see how dirty they are?
You can
Let me
pretend to
pass
be Sam
that
Let me
now.
hold that.
Oh,
I should show you my younger
me
pictures.
slide it.
And I usually do sit down and
Charlie, and I had.
see
I
it.
laugh at looking at my teenage pictures.
Starting to look like a real bicycle. Look at that. Look at that.
So I have this, it looks like a fro.
How often do you
I
clean
mean,
your bike?
real loose.
How often should I clean my bike?
I re-lube the chain every single time I ride.
And it had to be
Do you ever do that to mine?
a pound
Yeah.
of hair.
You just don't know it because you run upstairs after we get done riding. And
Thank you, babe.
I haven't greased mine in like a year.
well, grease that's where you want to be careful.
Well, I mean, I haven't lubed.
If you put too much grease, depending on the kind of grease you use, so that's why, like on Tim's, you notice most of the grease I took off.
Uh-huh.
When you leave grease on it, most people just put grease on it and then go back and put more grease on it and put more grease on it. And the end result is they end up with this.
Yeah.
But the idea is to try to minimize grease buildup. So you're cleaning these. And then here, then you can also do this right here. You can just take and do that right there. And it's still not as clean as I want it to be. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna get my other tool, the one that doesn't have stuff all over it. And I'm gonna clean it some more.
My wife,
Wow, I'm
when you take a picture of it.
You feel
I
It's like
I
that's
got my
fast.
normal bike ride. So I can work on it because I get the stuff taken apart, man. I didn't have it put back together.
Yeah, that's pretty good there.
Wow.
Look at that right there. That's what I'm talking about. All right, and then just take a little bit of water, spread off. Okay. Now, this thing is so dirty. Again, no offense, but just throwing that out there. It's so dirty that I need to get in here with this thing and work on.
Is it just a soft brush? Or
Yeah, it's got a little bit of a edge to it, but it's not much.
Okay.
And holy moly. Yeah. You can get them at Performance, any bike shop I have them. Any bike shop I have this. Yeah, that's real bad right there.
Triathlons and a lot of rides worth of dirt.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but
2015 track? Oh.
Right.
watch out, y'all don't let me get you dirty.
Sam, one day you might say that.
I hope. You know, what this is going to hopefully get me in shape. I've been watching the X Games. And
No.
see, I got the right bike for that.
Yeah.
That's one I want to do.
So
That's
that's
I want
your
to-
eventual goal.
I saw something
Doing
that
the X
This
Games.
is it.
I read about bike polo. I think that might be me.
On my bucket list since I saw it on the X Games.
Sounds good.
Swimming in the ocean. And then
Are you
You're
kidding?
braver than me.
There's big fish in the ocean. Of course, there's big fish in baby.
I swam through jellyfish one time.
I was gonna say, as long as I don't run into any jellyfish.
I swam right through a group when I was, in fact, the race I'm going down to do in May.
That makes my skin crawl.
And
We're going to race in May. Hey, tell me something. I'm going on my.
that's my race. Yeah, Carolina Beach Sprint.
I found there's actually a website, The Lazy Man's Guide
You know, I'm
to Try.
oh,
It's
I
a-
had it with my
Cause I'm like, I'm lazy. I can admit it though. You know, that's step one.
All right, now let's start from the top.
That's as far as I've gotten.
Go here.
Adventure lazy. Hey, yeah.
First step.
I didn't feel like doing anything else about it.
That's the day I'm racing. That's the day I'm racing. Hey, we're gonna do that. Then I'm doing Ducks Unlimited banquet, and then I'm leaving that night to go to the beach.
Oh.
And racing it.
And I'm racing the next morning. Yeah,
Wow.
hopefully.
Is the banquet here, Kelly?
Yeah, it's on Stanley County Senior Center.
Oh, okay. I started saying, wasn't it at the Ag Center one year?
Yeah, we've had it.
That's just soap and water in the boat for ducks.
Well, soap, water, and dishwashing detergent, Ajax dishwashing detergent. Now, I don't like to put a lot of water around this because this goes right into the bearings.
It's called Ajax.
But-
Pretend to stick the ducks in.
Oh, you got.
So you just keep. Oh, golly, I see what this is now.
It's sticky.
That's nasty. That's a triathlete goop.
I know what that when he was hurrying.
Oh, Lord, that's nasty.
It's probably the apple
That was
sauce.
applesauce, yeah.
God.
Throw up on the bike
It
going up
looked
the
like
mountain.
throw up.
Well, I will say I've done that before in the race.
If you look inside where he's scrubbing right
Yeah.
now.
What is all that,
I
Kelly?
was going up on it.
That's-
I was going up in a race. I thought I was going to before, but
I hurled on my handlebars when I was racing one time. It was not pleasant.
That's probably the only place Garrett Blaylock did not throw up last year.
Oh, my God.
I know,
So
it was.
bad.
Golly.
I'm like, oh, he's sick. Garrett Blaylock, he got out of the water at the baby drive.
Oh,
Yeah, he was throwing up coming out of
write
the
this down. Like the website.
stomach bug.
Oh, I mean,
Oh, shoot.
y'all been
They're called,
communicating over the computer?
Facebook.
Under what?
Try 101. If you got a Facebook account, let me know and we'll invite you in. 'Cause-
Yeah,
oh, they're still
I
full of
do. I
fake
went
stuff.
on there today and I'm like,
Try one.
I found some recipes to make
The
fun.
yard.
I
the
ain't
yard.
I ain't Laura bars. And
I like
guys,
that.
that's what I love. The peanut butter ones.
Golly.
Are they real hard?
Suzanne, this is ridiculous.
The
You've already
YMCA.
made that clear.
Yeah, but this is even worse than I thought.
They gave them out at the
God.
road.
Okay. Watch out, everybody. Watch your feet. I might have to actually get new water. Okay, Glass. Okay, Glass. I need to stop this video. And that's the basics of cleaning a bicycle. We still have to clean the wheels and everything, but otherwise we're getting there. It needs a lot more work though.